The likelihood there's going to be the Taliban overrunning everything and owning the whole country is highly unlikely.
A few moments later.
By late afternoon, the Taliban made a brief incursion into Kabul. Probing. They met no resistance. Kabul would be a walkover. Just hours later, seeing the writing on the wall and likely saving his life, President Ashraf Ghani escaped the country. It was game over.
Loser, 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 loser.
And we are back. Yikes. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Missed you guys yesterday. I had some prior engagements to attend to. So glad to be back with you guys. Listen, we're going through some crazy times right now. I know it's just... I don't know what's going on, but I will say we're in this together. I'm here for you guys. I know you guys are there for me. So, listen, we're going to get through it together. We're going to try to laugh, have some fun, have our minds blown. Just, we're in it together, right? So, we're going to jump right in. Before we get started, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Sponsor today's video, John Fisher. Thank you so much, John, sir. I appreciate your help. John is a longtime member of the greatest community on the YouTubes. He is very active in the comment section, always showing all kinds of love and support. Shows all kinds of love and support to the goose. He doesn't call him a French bulldog. He calls him the bat dog. I get a kick out of that. I'm sure you guys have seen John's comments many times in the comment section. John, thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring today's video and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to sponsor the next video, and John, sorry if you were looking for a video yesterday. Like I said, had a prior engagement, so hopefully you catch this one. If you want to sponsor the next video, there is a PayPal link in the description. I will read your name. The next video, if you don't want me to say your name, just leave me a note. Thank you so much, John. And thank you so much, guys, for, I say it every time, but thank you so much for all the engagement, the thumbs up, the comments, the shares, just to try to get out of this algorithm funk that they've got us in. We're going to keep fighting forward. This week, I hope to have Rumble, BitChute, maybe Odyssey, some other platforms going, as well as, since the Goose is just about in full recovery, we're going to have a channel started for him, hopefully very soon. It's been crazy busy trying to deal with all kinds of stuff, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going to keep fighting. Also got a couple t-shirts coming, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the greatest community on the YouTubes. We stick together around here, so join us all on this journey. Now, listen, guys, I say it every time. I know I said it the last video that we hadn't seen anything quite like what we're about to see. I'm going to stress again today. You are about to see and hear things that we haven't seen and heard yet. I'm going to warn you right now. Be prepared to have your mind's completely fried in today's episode of Epic Woke TikTok Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
So do not say I didn't warn you when you can actually feel your brain starting to overheat and your brain cells actually melting in real time. Do not say I didn't warn you. You guys ready? I'm not. Roll the film, please.
Story time. I
should have opened up with this is our teacher feature of the day. Teacher feature of the day. Continue to roll the film, please.
Story time. This has been my first year in preschool with a class of my own, teaching alongside another queer neurodivergent educator, and we have been rocking our twos class. We've been talking about gender and skin color and consent and empathy and our bodies and autonomy. It's been fabulous. But our teaching team is shifting and a new person is being onboarded, someone with many years of experience. So today at the lunch table, when the topic of gender and genitals came up, one of our students plainly looked up and said, "Well, I'm a girl today, but I know that Teacher Co isn't. No, they're NB." And the look on the incoming teacher's face was priceless. She was shocked in a good way, and she just looked around at the two of us and said, "This class is incredible, and I am so impressed."
What the fuck is going on?
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
Moving right along. I tried to warn you guys. I really did. Promise. Roll it.
Hot take. January 6th is worse than 9/11. I know what you're saying. Sure, a lot more people died in 9/11. Sure, 9/11 is a way worse tragedy, but 9/11 was a foreign thing and not America's own people going against the government. So there you go.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Okay, you little pimply little shit.
Keep it moving. Just so speechless. I'm not even going to say it just keeps getting worse anymore. We're just going to expect every video from here on out to just get worse and worse, so. Oh, roll the film, please.
Hello, welcome to my gender identity video. First of all, I'm okay with any pronouns. I'm also cool with any terms of endearment. Angel, babe, sweetheart, prince, king, all of that. Great. Prince is my favorite. I was asked for my pronouns for the very first time in my life, probably like a couple of years ago when I was in Asheville, and I remember not really knowing what to say. I was like, oh, she, I guess. And then later, I would be like, oh, she or they. And I noticed that I really liked it whenever people were using gender-neutral language for me. And I think that's because I am feminine, right? And my life has been shaped by the fact that I present and am perceived as a woman. But gender is not a big part of my identity. Not to get too weird, but honestly, I don't really identify as human. So it's not a huge deal to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. People have been asking, so.
What the hell did you just say?
Well, that started off a little close to normal, I think. Things really took a turn for the worst when I said, not to get too weird, but I don't identify as human. Not to get too weird? I'm not sure how it could have got any more weird. Moving right along, please. All right. The ride on the crazy train continues. Roll the film, please.
Stop scrolling and please help me spread the word, because if I've landed on your For You page, you're most likely either a black woman or someone who cares about black women, and the simple phrase I'm about to share could help save a black woman's life. Doctors are to black women what police officers are to black men. That may seem controversial, but I believe it to be true, and I speak from personal experience. If you've seen this TikTok, you know that a 2016 study showed that 50% of medical students and residents thought that black people couldn't feel pain the same as white people. And we learned from this video that because of a 1999 study, to this day, there's a black correction factor for the creatinine levels in black people's kidneys, meaning we're less likely to receive a kidney transplant if needed. So if you go to a doctor, feel you aren't getting proper treatment, or they refuse the treatment you've requested, say to them the following: I will need you to document on record that you are refusing the treatment I've requested and the reason you are refusing to do so.
Hey, where are the white women at?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
That's racism, man. I love to racism, bro.
What? Police are to black men, doctors are to black... Moving right along. I don't know where these people come up with this stuff. I still haven't figured it out yet. All right. This looks interesting. Roll the film, please.
I just saw a TikTok made by a trans girl, and she was talking about genital preference and how genital preference is often rooted in like kind of unconscious transphobic beliefs, and how if you unpack those beliefs, your genital preference can change. And her video really inspired me because I feel like as an AFAB lesbian, I'm not cis because I'm non-binary, but I am AFAB if that means anything. I feel like I kind of have a responsibility to talk about this myself so that it's not just trans women talking about it, you know? And I used to have a genital preference. I used to have like penis repulsion, and I don't now. And let's talk about that. Up through the age of 20, I didn't really know any trans people, and I also had, like, no interest in dating anyone who had different genitals from me. It weirded me out. But then when I was around 21, I met a lot more trans people. I moved into this big queer commune, and I was living with, like, all trans people, and I was learning a lot of shit. And so being around all these trans people made me really start to think about what pre-existing beliefs were in my head and how genitals and gender were very linked in my mind. And I wanted to unlink those concepts because I wanted to be able to, like, better respect and, like, see all of the trans people around me. So that took some time and work to, like, really reinforce in my brain that genitals do not equal gender, and anyone of any gender can have any genitals and they are valid.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Isn't that what makes a man?
Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
I did us all a favor and cut. That went on for another minute and a half, I think. I had to stop it. I couldn't. Another thing, I don't know what this person goes by. This person said that when they were 21, they moved into a big, it's what they call it, a big queer commune. I think that's what they said. I hate to tell you, but most of us call that a cult. Just saying. Anyway. What is happening? Moving right along. This next one I find is interesting. So I saw it at first and I was like, what is happening? But then it says getting married during a pandemic 101. All right, so they got these things, these bracelets out there. And I mean, there's people that all have all these different feelings about this. So this may not be a terrible idea. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll discuss it after. Roll the film, please.
Here we are, August of 2021, still talking about COVID. We could be talking about this for a long time. So if you have an upcoming wedding, I would consider offering these wristbands for your guest so that they can tell other people what their comfort level is, taking some of the weirdness and the awkwardness out of hugging or fist bumps or high fives. It offers your guest a different way to say, hey, I'm good, or no, I want you to keep your distance. Just an option.
Well, I'm going to take this damn mask off.
All right, so I don't know. Look, so it says social distancing. They had the masks out on the table. And now nothing says, you have to wear your mask. You have to do this. You have to do that. So these may just be suggestions. It says, I can't read it that good. I'll try to read it to you guys. So green is high fives, handshakes, and hugs on tap for me, or something. Yellow, talking is good, touching is not. That sounds a little weird. Anyway, red, distance please, smile and wave from 6 feet away. So that's it. So you got hugs, high fives, handshakes on tap, talking, no touching, then 6 feet away. I mean, I guess, because you still got people that are completely freaked out, that don't want to be around other people that might want to attend a wedding. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys let me know. As long as they're not, having any requirements, you show up, throw your bracelet on, people know where you stand. Might not be a terrible idea for future weddings. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll gladly admit it. Moving right along. All right. There's another one where it's get ready to feel like you just got mine. 7 ways to Sunday again. Roll the film, please.
I am aromantic, but I'm also not asexual. And it's a really strange experience. And in the ace community, there's this weird tendency to attach aromanticism and asexuality at the hip. So whenever I hear the experiences of other aromantic people, I just can't connect with them because I'm not asexual. I feel sexual feelings. I just don't experience romantic attraction, and I don't seek out those kinds of relationships. And sometimes the ace positivity really comes off as sex shaming, and that does hurt because it makes me feel like the ace community is not a place that I am safe or comfortable in. So I'm on the ace spectrum, but my experiences with sexuality are, I just feel like they're very often invalidated.
Don't you get wacky on me. What the fuck are we talking about here?
I don't know. We got, what, 5, 7, 8 seconds into that, and the only thing I could think of was...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Imagine all the time, energy, effort that has to go into putting all this stuff together. I guess, sure. Moving right along. All right, guys, listen, if you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. We are almost done. You guys know I can't do this alone, so thank you so much for trudging ahead. Just real quick, I want to say once again, thank you so much to the sponsor of today's video, John Fisher. Thank you, John. Always appreciate it. Thank you for always showing tons of love and support for the channel. Yeah. Still going. Roll the film, please.
Why tattoos and colored hair are considered unprofessional.
I love when people tag me in things and are like, hey, Issa, is this because of fascism? Because it's like, yes, totally, this is because of fascism. 1930s and 40s European fascism had this concept of the new man. While being the perfect little fascist, you also had to have the perfect natural body. Fast forward to the Allied powers, quote unquote, winning the war, and we have conformity in the 1950s in the US. The creation of the perfect white family was made by both implicit and explicit dress codes. This was seen at the absolute most in the corporate office, as well as incredibly strict dress codes for schools. Any deviation from traditional values, any type of extra dress or ornamentation meant that you weren't as good of a worker. America was quite literally incorporating fascism into their government, quite explicitly through things like Operation Paperclip. These natural white beauty standards have stayed with us today, from idealizing dapperness in shows like Mad Men to calls to make America great again. This is why we won the war against the bleeps, but we lost the war against fascism.
Hans, are we the baddies?
No, we're not. You gotta remember, these are the people that yelled, fascist, fascist for the past 4 years. But they couldn't pin down any examples of it. They screamed and yelled, they couldn't pin down in a single example of it. However, in the past 6, 7 months, I think we can pin down many examples of it, but they're not looking at it like that. They're kind of at one-track mind, I guess you'd call it. Moving right along, please. Okay, this will be the last TikToks of the day. We'll end it with this one. This is pretty funny. This guy talks to people who think they have the slightest clue what communism is. Clearly, they just make fools of themselves, as you will see. Roll the film, please.
Have you always been a communist, or did you recently become a communist?
I've always been a communist. I believe that the workers should unanimously just choose to take the means of production, and then...
Holy cow!
I believe that the workers should control the means of production.
Okay. So, like, how would we implement that in the U.S.? Well, what would the plan be if you were to, have your way? Do you think communism is the answer in the U.S.? That's what we need to do? Why cover the face?
Give a man a mask and he'll tell you the truth. Having this mask allows us to be able to freely state our opinions without fear of censorship.
Oh my God, look at that whale. Cover the face.
Give a man a mask and he'll tell you the truth. Having this mask allows us to be able to freely state our opinions without fear of censorship. Self-censorship or...
A lot of the censorship we're seeing right now is censorship on the right.
What?
I mean, communists and socialists and Antifa, they're pretty present on social media and stuff, but the censorship is really happening to conservative voices. Look what's happening here. Milo's trying to speak, and people are coming here and saying he shouldn't. Do you think... What's happening here? Milo's trying to speak, and people are coming here and saying he shouldn't. Do you think Milo should speak today? Again, censorship. So, do you think Milo should speak?
Got him! Got him!
Got him! So listen, I don't know if you guys know who Milo Yiannopoulos is, but it sounds like Milo was speaking at he goes around and speaks everywhere. Sounds like he was speaking. These Antifa people tried to shut it down. This person with the face mask on there is talking about being censored and censorship. So the guy said, well, that's what you guys are doing, right? Trying to stop Milo from speaking. You guys think Milo should speak? What did we hear? Exactly. Crickets from old Big Huss with the mask on. Same thing when he was asked about communism. Crickets from the Big Huss. That's a wrap. And guys, if you made it all the way to the end with me, thank you guys so much. I'll say it once again. I cannot do this alone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed the video, leave it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Share this video out so people can see what's really going on out there in the minds of these people. And also it helps out with the... I thought it did. Apparently, when they stuff you down in the algorithm, it doesn't help. But we're going to try to break out of it. So we're going to keep pushing forward, guys. Thank you so, so much. John Fisher, once again, sponsoring the video. Thank you. And if you want to sponsor the next video, there's a PayPal link in the description box below. You guys are absolutely amazing. I can't do this without you guys. This is absolutely the greatest community on the YouTubes. I love all you guys. Missed you guys yesterday. Glad to be back today. We're going to get through these crazy times together. I got your back. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Peace.